knows what 2020 by 2020 means? It means 2,020 members by the year 2020. How are we going to accomplish this? Well, most of you are probably seeing it like this. Small idea, not too clear, you don't really get the big picture. By the end of our presentation, you're going to see the big picture. You're going to have a clear vision of 2020 by 2020, what it means for you and the Minnesota women of today. The two things we focus on are recruiting and retention. These are very powerful words and very important in our organization. Here's why. An increase in membership comes with an increase in revenue for the organization.
Membership participation in projects, events, and socials.
Membership retention.
Increase in leadership opportunities.
More ideas.
More talent.
Sustainability and longevity.
Meet more needs in our community.
And who needs to do this?
We all, new and seasoned as members, need to participate.
Full participation is needed and is key to 2020 by 2020 being a success. We all need to take ownership in our 2020 by 2020 campaign and make this vision a reality. Not all people are membership people, and we understand that, but there are other options that you can assist with to bring prospective members to the table. Talk to people you know, that person who cuts your hair, someone at church, daycare, you know the places. Invite them to help at a project. You may be short of help, to a membership event, one of your socials, and maybe a training. Someone else can ask that age-old question, would you like to join Women of Today?
Who has a member in their chapter who has not been to a meeting or event in the last 4 to 6 months? How do we get them reactivated? Give them a call. Talk to them in person, not by email. See how they are doing and maybe see what their needs are. If you are comfortable, find out why they haven't come to a meeting or your events. Sometimes these things are so easy to fix. Offer to give them a ride to the next meeting or event. Be creative and bring them back.
How are we going to be successful?
ROAR, recruitment, orientation, activation, and retention. You can find ROAR information and tools on our MNWT website. The website will give you all the ROAR information forms to use and ideas about membership events, mini orientation, key messaging, retention ideas, and so much more. Use ROAR for your recruiting and retention to see what a difference it can make.
The pledge form should be completed on a yearly basis starting May 1, 2015 through the 2020 Minnesota Women of Today year. There are 2 options each year. 1, pledge to sign a new member, or 2, pledge to reactivate a member who has been inactive and they renew. You can always complete more than 1 pledge form for either one or both options. Deadline for trimester pledge forms for recognition at Minnesota Women of Today conventions are September 1, December 1, and May 1st.
At convention, for a visual of the 2020 by 2020 progress and to recognize everyone who has fulfilled their pledges, we will have a vision wall for your viewing pleasure.
We have some 2020 by 2020 Year 1 tips to share with you. Ensure you have the conversation with each member about 2020 by 2020.
First and foremost, at orientation, inform your new members of 2020 by 2020.
At each meeting, remind members about their pledges.
Recognize completed pledges at chapter and district levels.
You can use the U.S. Women of Today individual recruiter form to keep track of your new members if you choose.
Your signed member doesn't need to be from your chapter only. It can be for any chapter.
Create Women of Today testimonies. Key women messaging on how to talk about the Women of Today. This form can be found in the membership recruitment where you find the ROAR information. Talk about 2020 by 2020 and use pledge form for renewal ceremonies.
Utilize chapter brochure.
Use your plan of action. Chapter presidents, district directors, state program managers, and staff. Use and promote 2020 by 2020 in your plan of actions.
Our passion is to obtain 2,020 members by the year 2020. We are Service, Growth, and Fellowship. By increasing our membership, other areas of Women of Today benefit. Some of these include revenue, expanding leadership opportunities for our chapters, districts, and state level, more service opportunities for our communities, more friendships, and so much more.
We hope this presentation has given you some tools to get your chapters excited for the vision of 2020 by 2020. We hope to see lots and lots of pledges to make 2020 by 2020 a reality.